Good afternoon everybody and a very warm welcome to Mildenhall, and today is going to be a short video and it's all about my new locomotive. I briefly touched upon it yesterday that I received a new loco, so today we're going to show you exactly what it is. So it's very exciting this, so we're going to keep it short because I did only put up a video only yesterday, and I just wanted to say to everybody, thank you for those who have commented. I haven't gone through them all yet. I will be soon. And so I'd like to thank you for all those who have commented, and thank you for your suggestions also, which I'll be taking on board. And also just thank you for all those of you who've wished me well in terms of my health issues as per usual. It seems never ending, to be perfectly truthful, which is quite frustrating on my part. But anyway, nonetheless, before we get started on my new locomotive, I thought I'd show you a view from the other end, which I didn't show you yesterday. I thought I should have showed you yesterday and I didn't. So before we get onto the new loco, I'll quickly show you that. So bear with me. So here we are at the other end of the layout, and I just wanted to show you my container terminal, or crane I should say. And the reason why I wanted to show you is, so this is my old Volmer kit, which is why it's called Volmer. It is a Volmer kit, and it's a HO kit, and it is number 5624 for those that are interested. And I wanted to show you mainly because of the matchstick work that I've done on it. And as you can probably see, if I find my finger, there it is, you can see the tracks in which the crane sits in. So that's all the matchstick work. So basically the matchsticks are holding the crane taut on both sides. So you've got that one on that side, and then on this side, if I can find my finger, there's one just there. And basically it runs up and down those tracks. So that's kind of what I really wanted to show you, and that's the whole purpose of having those matchsticks there. For the container terminal. Well, let's go out. Sorry, go out. And if you see it on this side, you can see the kind of matchstick work that's been going on from this angle. So you can kind of see that side of it. So like I said, all of this will be all filled in various colours and various shades. And so you kind of marked out which is the green bit and which is the regular bit. So let's get on with the exciting bit, a new locomotive for Mildenhall. Now this particular locomotive I have been after for a very, very, very long time. And actually they're getting quite difficult to get hold of. I don't know why, but they are, because they're quite plentiful on the railways, but for some reason in model form I found it quite tricky to get hold of. But I'm very lucky because let me tell you what it is before I explain it all to you. So, this is my new locomotive. Yes, it's invisible. No. It's actually a Class 66. My fastly rapid love of 66s at the moment. I love 66s as much as I love my fifth. Well, not all, actually that's going a bit too far. But yeah, they are getting there. I do love my 50s and my HSTs, and the 66s are right up there. I've got a number of 66s on this layout, and they are all Batman 66s, all of them. So this is a Batman 66. I'll bring her into shot. She's actually on the track, and I will show you what she is. So she's a 66728. So for those of you who love your numbers and know your numbers, you'll know that it's actually a GBRF 66. So it's 66728, and that is in GBRF colours, and it is the Institution of Railway Operators, and it's the weathered edition, and your Batman number for this is 32980A. Voila. And as you can probably just see, I've also managed to fit a chip into her, which is your TTS Hornby chip. And also I have also fitted, because you can't fit the TTS chip without one of these, which is 36559, which is an easy pin converter. And this is by Batman, and this is to convert from 21 pin, which is what Batman 66s are, to an 8 pin socket, so you can fit your TTS decoder. Now I'm not going to bother going through all the kind of rigmarole of what's actually in all the sounds of the TTS, because I've done it before and a number of other people have already. So there's plenty of videos out there so if you are interested in the Class 66 TTS, then basically there's lots of videos out there to check out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring her around for you. So I'll just bring her around into view so you can have a good look. And here she comes now. I love this locomotive. I've been eyeing this one up for ages. I do actually have the original GBRF coloured one, which is 66701. And it's lovely. I haven't actually got a chip for that one, which is something else I need to do. But this particular one I have been after for a long time. I just love this livery, the standard livery. And those of you who know GBRF will know that GBRF, they do all kinds of liveries and special editions and all kinds of stuff. And I just love this livery on the 66, and especially the weathered version. It just looks absolutely immense. I haven't actually fitted the nameplates on it yet, but it is just lovely. It's like one of my faves already. I love 66s as well as I love my 50s and HSTs, but this particular livery, weathered, it just looks superb. The standard livery, this livery unweathered, still looks good, don't get me wrong, but I just love the fact that it's weathered. I think it just adds that little bit extra. And behind it, it has some Dapper IOA wagons, which the GBRF fleet do actually run. So I'm lucky to have that, and I can sort of recreate that rake. Batman 66s for me are just like top drawer. I just think they're just absolutely brilliant. This particular 66 has a box in it for the speaker already to be fitted, so that was easy enough, so you didn't have to do anything with that. And the only thing that I did have some issues with were with the lighting, and this is because of what I touched upon before. When you use the converter, it raises everything and it makes it incredibly tight to put the body on. And sometimes, if you're not careful, if it's not properly insulated, you could end up affecting some of the other systems. And there must have been some sort of transfer somewhere along the line that I was having issues with the lights, where the front lights and the back lights were on all at the same time. But I noticed that it wasn't doing that before I put the body on. So I sort of fiddle about with it and I'd make sure everything was totally insulated and out of the way, so there wasn't going to be any interference between the components, and now it's fine. So you just need to be a bit careful when doing that, especially when fitting the decoder. I mean, if you fit a standard decoder, you won't have these issues, but if you're doing what I'm doing, which is fitting an 8 pin into a 21 pin using the adapter, it is going to be you have to be a bit more careful because it is incredibly tight under there. So we're going to do a bit of running with it and see what you think. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm really happy to have the 66 GBRF weathered in my fleet, like I said, I've been after it for some time. I was lucky enough to pick this one up second hand, and it's actually virtually brand new. I mean, I can't see a mark or anything on the box at all, so I'm really fortunate, and especially for the price that I got it at, considering how much weathered locomotives are. This particular one being weathered, I think goes anything up to from about standard prices is about 150, 170 quid, which is a lot of money these days for a standard locomotive. Because it's weathered, you have to pay a little bit more. I have actually seen them as low as about 120, but I managed to get this one for just under 100. So that's why I snapped this one up. I was planning on getting it later on, but this opportunity was just too good to pass up. So, and I'm very happy to have her in my fleet. So until the next time, I hope you enjoyed running clips, and it's goodbye from Mildenhall. Bye bye.